Hi there, my name is Leah. I'm an account executive here at Nevvon, and I have a few features I wanted to share with you that I feel best support agency owners, especially those who, which are many across the US, struggle with retention, with risk to compliance, and administrative burden. Nevvon really seeks to be your partner in compliance, so I'm going to walk us through exactly how we can save time by automating your training and compliance workflows instantly, how we can reduce risk on your end by staying 100% compliant with up-to-date state-specific lessons, and how we can boost retention for you through keeping caregivers engaged with very easy-to-use mobile-first training. So today we are operational in 45 states. We have over 500 home care agencies using Nevvon. We have over 700,000 caregivers actually completing training on our platform. Our content library is completely developed by a team of 30, so we own our own content. We have over 1,000 lessons, and we ensure that the content is also relevant and up to date so that you're able to use any of the training from our library. A huge win for agencies is in the languages. We have over 16 languages on the platform. This completely changes the interface of the app into that language. And all of the content, this isn't created by AI, it's actually translated by native speakers of that language. All of these features are built to support you best, to ensure that the training is accessible for a large population, that the content is relevant and easy to use. The content itself is read at a 3 to 5 grade reading level to ensure that it's very approachable for the caregiver population. The next thing that I wanted to show you is our industry partners. So Nevvon works with a ton of different strategic partners in the space to best support you. So we connect with your system, and this will allow for automating some of your workflow, which helps agencies like yourselves save hours and hours per week. Okay, so I really want to show you the caregiver experience, so we'll hop over into that. So if I am a caregiver and I'm accessing my Nevvon app for my training, it's all mobile first, though you can still access this on desktop. What I would see when I go into the app is training that's assigned to me specifically as the caregiver. I'll get an idea of how far I am through my training here through this percentage. So once that's 100%, then I've completed all the training that is loaded into the app here. I can search for specific trainings if there's something that I wanted to start with or review. As the administrator, I can write a message into the caregiver's inbox to either encourage training or congratulate for completions. Reminders, they can all be set here into the inbox. As I'm going through, if I like some of the lessons, I can actually save them here and revisit them later. And you'll see there is a need help button almost everywhere within the app. And this help button, if I follow it, will give us some self-directed support, but also the option to open a ticket with our support team. If you need anything at all, our support team is there Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 EST, to answer any questions that your caregivers have on the training itself. I'm able to switch the language. So if, for example, I am English second language and want to change the interface of the app and the training over into my first language, I can simply just switch the language from within the app here. So for example, Spanish speaking, and now the interface and all of the programs will switch over into my first language. So you'll see here that the lessons are broken out into these bite-sized mini modules. This helps with engagement, just to break up the lesson length, helps us switch the medium that we're training in. So it might switch from a game to a talking head like myself to more instructional content. And they're also locked to advanced. This ensures that the caregiver is pushed down the most narrow path possible so that they don't get confused about what their next steps are. Then once the caregiver completes the training, so where you'll actually be monitoring this would be within our Nevvon dashboard. So this is on the administrative side of things. You will get an overview of all the activities on your account, everything here that requires your attention, all of the trainings that are currently active in your platform and the progress through them. You'll see how many hours you have on your account, how many active caregivers you have in the panel here. So I'll go through each tab quickly. So what you'll see along the top here are some preset filters that we have, but you can also save some of your own, and that'll just help you sort through your roster a little bit quicker. There are a variety of actions that you can take from this page as well, and it can be on the individual level, or you can group it and take a few of your active roster and assign them to training, a learning path, send them a message. You're able to add a new employee from this level as well. So for example, if I were looking to congratulate employees who have completed training that I've assigned to them, I might do so from here. If I were looking to assign some training to those who don't have training assigned to them, then I would be able to do that from here as well and set the expiry date. Next thing that I'll show you here is the Learning Path and Programs tabs. So the learning paths are really just a compilation of the programs. So what will happen is day one, you'll work with an account manager who will go through the full Nevvon course catalog and pull in relevant programs to assign to your caregivers. And this can be done automatically. If you saw here in the Employees tab, we can see their discipline, hire date, if they're an active employee, and be able to automatically assign them the relevant training here from the Programs tab. We'll provide you with a summary that you can provide to an auditor to show what exactly is being covered in the learning materials. I can click into a program from here, and I can see who's currently assigned in the program, and I can also produce a certificate. So there are a few ways to find the same thing within the platform here. I could either have searched for this individual from the Employees tab, or I can look into the programs and be able to find them as well. So this is pulling up the employee profile. I can see which programs this specific employee is assigned to, and I am able to download the certificate from here for any completions as well. So that would go right to my downloads, and it would produce exactly what was covered. While I'm under this specific employee, I'm able to update their information. For example, if I notice that the language preference here was set to Spanish, but they're actually an English speaker, I can switch it there. I can send messages to this specific employee as a reminder to maybe complete their training, and I can see some of the changes that have been made to the account in the History tab. If I wanted to add them to a program or learning path, I can do so from here as well. I'm also able to send a one-time login or open a ticket on their behalf to our customer support team as well. As with everything on the platform, we want to ensure that you're no more than a few clicks away from your end goal, whether that's producing a certificate for that employee for audit readiness, updating information, or accessing a specific employee or group of employees. We want to ensure that the system is easy for you to use. Going back to our dashboard here, there is a very important automation available to you through our reporting. So, for example, we can produce a completion report. If I were to run this report, I might want to do it for all programs or specific programs, but in this case, I'll select all. And let's say I'd like this to show me every week what the completions are in the platform. And I'm going to use this for payroll. And I can schedule for this to be sent to my inbox every 7 days starting this Friday. And I want it sent to my email address. Now this report will be sent to my inbox every single Friday. It will have an activity of the last week, and I'd be able to use it for payroll. I can do that for all of the reporting here and have it scheduled so that I don't need to come into the dashboard as often. Or if I have different roles in the company that like to see different information, I can have it sent outside of this dashboard to them. This automation is hugely beneficial, reduces a lot of time for you on your end, and gives you a really nice overview of what's going on within your training. These are just some of my favorite features, though there's so much more to offer from the dashboard. We'd love to book more time with you to go more in depth on how we can best support retention through the quality of training that we have, content that we've developed to ensure that caregivers are really appreciating the simple, easy to use app that we've created, and saving you a lot of time through the automations that are available within the platform here, and also ensuring that you are compliant through the training that we have developed for your state specifically. Thank you so much for your time, and please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Myself or my team would be very happy to help you out. Take care.